Hello and welcome to my channel. I am Tanika. I am a cyclical living and mindset mentor. And today in this video, we're going to be speaking about how my morning routine has allowed me to connect deeper to spirit, to my higher self, which in turn has allowed me to have a deeper connection with my feminine energy. You may not be aware, but as women and men, we all have feminine energy. But a lot of the time, we're really disconnected from this feminine side, as our society and everything that we're conditioned to do in this lifetime is quite masculine based. And this allows us to get lost in the conditioning and not be connected to our intuition, to flow, to surrender, and to nurturing, right? Like all of these feminine qualities. So I'm going to share with you what my morning routine looks like, knowing that it's more of a morning ritual. Routine's quite a masculine word, but I also want to share with you that this is how I wake up and this is how I start my day, but it will be different for you. So don't go and copy paste what I'm doing, but just take some inspiration from this video to start to connect in with your spirit moving forward. So something I want to preface here is when we wake up on the wrong side of the bed or we wake up in the morning, we get to actually choose whether we are going to stay in that energy. Maybe you've had a bad dream, you're in a lower frequency. We get to choose to stay in that energy, or we can set our intentions for the day and direct our energy elsewhere so that we can actually have the day that we desire. So this is my first thing that I do. Of course, after I brush my teeth and tongue scrape, I'm straight into my room and I'm sitting down in front of the mirror always so I can face myself, hand on the heart, hand on the womb, and I'm just connecting in with where my energy is. Sometimes I have had some crazy dreams. I've had some things come up from my subconscious throughout my dream state that I need to process and integrate, and that's okay. I just take this time in stillness to really see what is alive in my energy field. And I just want to add, if this is new to you and you're going to just be beginning to bring in meditation or visualization to your routine, to your daily ritual, just know that with practice, it actually becomes easier. Sometimes for the first few weeks, you may sit there and feel like you're just sitting there, but that's okay. It literally gets better. So after I've sat with my energy and just recognized what frequency my body's feeling, and if there's anything I need to let go of or anything I need to call in, I actually begin to do so. So I then am sitting with my energy and I'm just visualizing that I'm grounding my energy down into the earth. I'm always connecting in with the womb of the earth. I work a lot with the womb, so I feel like that's just what works for me. But I'm connecting in with the womb of the earth and just allowing whatever needs to fall away to fall away. This could be cords to people or experiences that I have had previously in my life, in past lifetimes, or in my dream state. It could be any infiltration that's coming into my energy field, or any like reflections, projections that are being placed on me from others. And I just cleanse my space of that. So just calling in all of my energy back to my body and just allowing my energy field to be completely clear. I do this and then I am connecting in and calling in my higher self. I find for me, it's really important to ground first and then connect into my higher self, but you can do this however you like. Once I have cleansed my energy field, called in my higher self, called in God, Goddess, creator of all, whatever you relate to the universe as, I just sit in this state and I'm just an open channel. Sometimes I have things come through for me. Sometimes I have visuals drop in, it can be different every single morning, but I'm just in that energy of receiving, which is feminine energy. Once this has been complete, sometimes this can be a 20-minute process. And I want to add, I get up extra early to fit this into my schedule. So if this is something that you're like, I have no time in the morning, just allow yourself to get up a little earlier so you can fit this in. It's super important. Once I have then connected into my higher self, granted my energy, all the things, it is time for me to set my intention for the day. I do this by actually looking at myself in the mirror, having a hand on my heart still and a hand on my womb, and just connecting in with what may have come up throughout the morning when I was meditating and when I was in visualization or whatever I was sort of journeying through. And I just see, what is my energy calling for? Sometimes my intention is just to have the most fulfilled, satisfied day that I could ever imagine. Sometimes it is to generate even more wealth. Sometimes it is to just live my dream life. Sometimes it's to be the healthiest version of me. I always set these intentions in the morning, and you can set more than one, and it's just to direct your energy to where you want to go. Like I said, we have the power of choice, and when we wake up, we can either choose to go in the flow of the energy that we wake up with, or we can actually call it back in and then direct it to where we want it to be. My next step is to read out my list of affirmations that I have written and personalized to my dream life. Now, I'm going to have a YouTube video coming out shortly about how to write affirmations that actually work in manifesting your dream life. But for now, I'm just going to talk you through this and you can understand what I do. So I read out all of my affirmations to myself in the mirror. I find this really powerful. When I'm reading these to myself, I'm seeing myself as I affirm my dreams. This is really powerful. And as you may know, affirmations actually can allow to reprogram our subconscious mind. And when we are in this theta state, which you are after the meditation and just rising, it's a really powerful time to be able to shift the way that your subconscious mind works and reprogram your subconscious mind. So I'm always doing affirmations in the mirror, particularly looking in my left eye when I'm reading them. And then it's time to start my day. So when I start my day, I'm feeling good. I've cleansed my energy. I've called in my energy. I've set my intentions. I've affirmed I'm a fucking bad bitch, right? Like, it's just so good. So this is then in turn allowing me to be more deeply connected to my feminine energy, because every morning on wake up, I'm connecting with my intuition, and intuition is feminine energy. So I've also found, because I'm beginning my day setting an intention, I'm then allowing myself to be in surrender to the universe and to be into surrender to what is going to drop in for me to take those intuitive steps. This has completely changed my life, doing this every single morning. And as I said, it's different for everyone. You find what works for you. It could be a yoga flow for you. It could be going for a run for you, whatever it looks like, but just allowing yourself to set intentions every day, to do some affirmations, and to connect in with your higher self, source, God, goddess, creator of all, to actually have that gratitude for life. If you are wanting more videos about how to connect to your intuition, your feminine energy, live alongside your cyclical nature, and just have the best mindset, I invite you to subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. I release weekly videos chatting all things cyclical living, mindset, feminine energetics, all the things. It's so much fun over here. So don't forget to click that subscribe button, and I'll be back on here next week. And if you haven't already listened to my podcast, I do have a podcast, Sacred Space, the podcast, which I go into depth about all of these topics, and it's a really great community over there. So love you so much, and I'll be back here next week.